Well, the Summit County real estate market is off to another fast-paced start to begin the year, and we just finished breaking down the stats to date. So in this video, I'm going to go over with you some of the prices, the recent sales, and our predictions for the remainder of 2022 in the Summit County real estate market. Hey everybody, it's Pete Deininger with the Breck Life Group at eXp Realty right here in Breckenridge, Colorado. So let's talk about prices to date in 2022. Through the first quarter, not surprising that the number of transactions continues to remain below what would be historical averages. So in the first quarter so far, we saw 32% fewer transactions than the first quarter 1 year ago. And yet, the total dollar volume for all the sales in that quarter was only off 5% compared to the first quarter in 2021. So what does that say about prices? If you're having 1/3 the sales but almost the same dollar volume, you're right. Appreciation for all Summit County properties is up. In fact, the average sales price for all property types around Summit County through the first quarter was 30% appreciation over last year. So prices continue to appreciate around the county for all property types. All right, next up, we're going to talk about sales through the first quarter of this year. Typically, in this section of the video, I like to highlight a record sale or something that's really unique about the market. And this time, I'm going to take a slightly different angle. So what we've historically watched as a benchmark are the number of sales of properties at or above $1,000 per square foot. And historically, that was One Ski Hill Place, located right at the base of Peak 8 in Breckenridge. Going back to when Vail Resorts developed that property, we had the first wave of closings in 2010, and those properties broke that $1,000 per square foot barrier. And if we look back at the first quarter of 2021, there were a total of 7 properties that sold above $1,000 per square foot. Not all of them condos, some were townhomes and single-family homes, but we only had 7 above $1,000 per square foot. Fast forward 1 year, and this year, would you like to make a guess how many properties, and not just Breckenridge, around Summit County that sold above $1,000 per square foot? The number this year, 37 transactions of properties, condos, townhomes, and single-family homes, not just in Breckenridge. These included sales in Frisco, Silverthorne, and Copper Mountain. 37 sales above $1,000 per square foot. So that's a pretty significant increase in only 1 year's time. All right, well, what are my predictions for the remainder of 2022 for the Summit County real estate market? Well, my crystal ball is still a little bit hazy, but I do know there are 3 key items that I continue to watch daily. Number 1, inflation is on the rise across the United States. Everything that you purchase today costs more than it did 1 year ago. So that's influencing everything. Number 2, mortgage interest rates have increased pretty significantly over the course of the last year. If we were having this conversation in the first quarter of 2021, I would tell you that mortgage interest rates were sort of fluctuating between 2.75% and 3 1/8. And that was just depending on the day or the week as the market was moving. Fast forward 1 year, and we're now seeing mortgage interest rates in the low 5%, and that's a combination of 2 factors. Number 1, as the Fed has increased the lending rate, that has influenced Treasury bonds, and then of course that affects mortgage interest rates. So we've seen mortgage interest rates on primary residences push to the low 4%. But added to that, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac instituted fees for those borrowers not purchasing a primary residence. So this affects both second home purchasers and investment property purchasers, and that fee is equal to about 1.25%, and that's why we're seeing if you're not buying your primary residence in Summit County, you're probably looking at something in the 5 to 5.25% on a 30-year fixed rate purchase. The third factor, at those same two entities, Fannie and Freddie, conduct regular surveys of home buyers, and in their most recent survey, the results were pretty astounding. Only 24% of buyers interviewed felt that this was a good time to buy real estate. And so I think all of those factors are going to bring about the same influence. I think the results that we're going to see are the following. Number one, we are seeing many buyers priced out of the Summit and Park County markets. We are hearing from buyers around the country that they're going to buy in other resort areas, maybe a beach destination or a lake destination. They're just finding that all mountain communities around Colorado, they've been priced out of. And so as fewer buyers are coming to the market, they're being priced out, I think we're going to see slightly less buyer demand. Secondly, I'm starting to get calls on a pretty regular basis from owners in Summit County asking, is this year the time that I ought to sell my property? Many people who've been thinking about selling have just watched the 25, 30, 32% annual appreciation, and they thought, why wouldn't I just let this ride and take advantage of that appreciation? Well, if we're starting to see waning buyer confidence in the market, increasing appreciation and buyers being priced out of it, we may find that fewer buyers are coming to market, more sellers are listing their property, and we're probably going to make a move back to a more balanced real estate market, which honestly can't be a bad thing. So the question remains, will we continue to see appreciation, and if so, at these same rates? I don't feel that we're going to be able to maintain that 30% year-over-year appreciation if buyers are being priced out and they can't afford mortgages on these properties. So I think we're likely to see a pullback in the rate of appreciation. I think we're absolutely going to continue to see appreciation of your property over our long-term average, which is 7 or 8% appreciation per year. So does that mean something in the low teens perhaps? I'm not sure. In 1 year we'll be able to make an assessment and see if I'm accurate. But I really do feel that we're likely to see a pullback in the rate of appreciation, and I think that we're going to see an increase in inventory in the Summit County real estate market this year as a result of those sellers who think it's time to take some money off the table. So if this sounds like you and you've got questions about, is this the right time to list and sell your property, or you don't even know what the value of your property is in this fast-paced market, give us a call, send a text, send an email. We are here to guide you through the process of better determining if this year, 2022, is the time to list and sell your property. We look forward to seeing you soon.